Hello, this is Rad from RADACAD. In this video, I'm going to talk about row-level security in a chained dataset, or a dataset that has direct query to another Power BI dataset, how the row-level security works in that model. The Microsoft documentation is not really clear about how the row-level security works in this kind of model. In some areas it says it works, in some areas it says it doesn't work. So I explained in this video how this is actually happening. Now, to understand this video, first you need to understand what the direct query to a Power BI dataset is. So make sure check out my other videos about that. You also need to understand how the row-level security works in Power BI. So I have other videos, you can check out those as well. There are links to each of these down in the description below. You'll find a link to my blog article that has links to these prerequisites. Now let's talk about that, how this works. I have a Power BI dataset here. And this Power BI dataset you are looking at right now is a really simple Power BI dataset. It has a static row-level security with two tables, dim sales territory, fact reseller sales, and I have defined a row-level security here, like two roles, one for accessing UK, another for USA. The data in these model from these two tables are imported, so this is basically like a normal Power BI dataset imported. Then I have this row-level security configured, and I have this published into the Power BI website. This is that same dataset published into the Power BI dataset, Power BI website, and in Power BI website. Didn't mean to go to the setting, going to security, you'll see that I have assigned users to these roles. So if users go to this report, they will see their own data. Now, what happens if I have a Power BI dataset with direct query connection to that dataset? So this is another Power BI dataset. In this dataset, I have direct query connection to that dataset. You see these two tables are exactly the two tables I had from that dataset. And when I hover on it, it also says that this is direct query model to that dataset. I do also have another table, and this table is an imported table. This is imported from Excel. Those two are direct query to that Power BI dataset. So how the row-level security experience here is. The first thing you'll notice is that if you go to manage roles or row-level security, you can only define roles on imported tables. In this model, I have three tables. Only one of them is imported, so I can only define configuration on this table, not on the other two. If you have like 10 tables, 3 of them are imported, you can only configure things on the 3 imported tables, which kind of makes sense because if I have defined row-level security in the main in these two tables in the original data source, then what is the point of coming here and changing that? Then it wouldn't be called security, because security means that you control it in the original data source, and then downstreaming data sets would get the data filtered based on that, not changing the security of the original dataset. So it definitely makes sense to not to be able to change the RLS configuration of these two and only define it on this. So far nothing is really problematic. Everything looks fine, and I can define relationship between my direct query tables to this table. Now, how the row-level security works from the user point of view. To understand that, let me explain how this is set up. So we defined those row-level security rules on this table. If I go back to my original model, you can see that this is defined on the dim sales territory table. And when the dim sales territory table is filtered, because it has relationship one-to-many single directional to each of these fact tables, as a result, it should filter those two. So for example, if someone comes and has access to see anything from UK, this should filter this table for UK and that table for UK. However, the experience is not exactly like that. It is a little bit different. So I'm going to show you how the experience is. So I've created this report, I published it to the Power BI website and shared it with a user. Now this is a user view. This user should have access only to United States. Now don't look at these numbers for now. Let's have a look at here. I have a visual here which has all different countries and their sales, internet sales, reseller sales. These two are coming from the two tables. Here I just see United States, so it means that row level security works absolutely fine. I see this dark blue reseller sales, 53 million something, internet sales something like $9 million. So this absolutely works fine. This means that this filter actually propagates between these, so this gets filtered, the other two also gets filtered. When I look at this card visual, for example, this is showing me the total of reseller sales and it is 53 million, which matches this one. However, my internet sales at the top doesn't work correctly. This is when I use a value from this table, from the imported table, but no value from dim sales territory. If a scenario like that happens, I get everything from that table. So no row level security applied here. I'll see everything, and that of course makes sense because this is only the data of that table I'm looking at, of the table that has no row level security configured. Remember, this is this table, and this table has no row level security configured. So our assumption is that when this table gets filtered, the relationship makes this table filtered as well. However, the relationship between a direct query to a Power BI dataset and an imported table doesn't seem to pass row level security configuration. So as a result, I will see everything from this table. Well, this is a limitation at the moment. In the future, this might be lifted. Power BI team are gathering some feedbacks, and they might lift this, and it becomes much easier to work with. However, in the meantime, as a workaround for example, getting the value of the total correct, I managed to do it with this way. There are many other ways. This is like one of the ways you can do it. I've created a measure. This is the measure I've created using calculate and using treat as a function. Using treat as, you can actually kind of enforce a relationship. So I created a measure like that. The code is down in the description in my blog article. And when I use that in my visualization, this down at the bottom is that measure. And you can see that this value is matching that value. So this is just one single workaround. There are many other workarounds you can find, and I'm not saying that this is like the solution, because the solution would have been filtering that table. There are other ways you can do it. You can actually filter the result of that table using some row level security setup and things like that. However, this gives you an idea how this works and what are the ways to get it working. If you have any feedbacks about this, or if you have any row level security configuration that this doesn't work for that, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to look into that. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe into our YouTube channel. We have weekly videos of Power BI.